And we have Jackson Bowie. Just going, please.
Hey guys, just what's the level of excitement from both of you for this week? Game one here. Is it nice that you're preparing for somebody else for a change?
I'll say like you just said, preparing for somebody else. I'm tired of going against Cam wrecking havoc. And just to be live, just to be live and running around in front of the best fans in the country. Who wouldn't want that? So the level of excitement is extremely high, especially being a home opener. Haven't been there since what, 22?
Yeah,
Yes,
long time,
long
man.
time. So.
I'll say, same with us to piggyback defensive wise. We're real excited, man. Like you said, the home opener, it's been a minute, but it's kind of bittersweet for us seniors and old heads because this is our last first game and last first game on the hill, man. But we're getting well prepared, well coached, and we're ready, for Saturday.
Cam, I gotta ask, how's Keyshawn looking at the position switch? You taking him under your wing at all? Just what's it been like working with him since he made the move?
Oh man, Keyshawn's doing good, man. He's doing better than a lot of people have thought. He still have, some work to do, just like we all do. He's gonna shock a lot of people, man. But Keyshawn, he's like a sponge trying to soak up all the learning and techniques. It's not an easy switch, coming from offensive line to defensive line, but he's taking it well, man. And I'm excited to see how he can help us out, and I know he can this upcoming season.
And if you guys don't mind, just curious, what was yesterday like for you guys with the situation on campus? Did it delay practice? Like active in the group chats? Just walk me through kind of what yesterday was like for y'all.
Man, to me, me being an old head and all, man, I got some online classes, so I was at home, but I was getting all the notifications. I feel like an old person, eyes glued to the news station. My girlfriend was actually at the building right next to it, so I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do to go over there and get her out. But man, we just glad that it was a false alarm, man, and everybody made it out safe.
Like Cam said on first, glad it was a false alarm, and I was actually asleep at the time, taking a nap before practice, and I woke up and like the university like has like their like emergency call, so I woke up to that, and I was like, oh snap! So then I called my parents, let them know I'm all right, but like I said, luckily it was a false alarm, and I'm just glad everybody's safe.
Y'all got every practice on time, everything yesterday. There wasn't any delays with any of that.
Oh, it was like an hour delay, but we still came in. Coach Pitt talked to us, our coordinators talked to us, and they did say if we do need to go seek counseling or anything of that nature, because it could be traumatizing, that we have the help here, if we need to, and everybody was good, and we made our attention back on A&M.
Appreciate it, guys.
Trey, go ahead.
Yeah, easy on that old person stuff, Cam. Know your audience.
You my guy, Trey.
So what was it like when Keyshawn walked in the defensive tackle room, or how was that announced to you guys? How did you find out, and what was your reaction?
Man, so I want to say Coach Pitt had pulled me out of a defensive unit meeting, and I seen Keyshawn with a book in his hand. I'm just like, I'm curious. I'm like, why you got a book in his hand? So then I was like, oh, it said defensive line. So he is about to switch him. So Coach Pitt was like, Cam, man, hey, got somebody you got a mentor. And I was like, okay, cool. And once we walked back in the defensive unit room, everybody went crazy because we all love Blackstock, and he's going to be a big help for us on that defensive line. So man, we're excited for it. It was a good moment.
Thank you. Taylen, Jalen Brown. I mean, with so much competition at wide receiver, and he was a springtime enrollee after spring drills. How was he able to move up the depth chart so quickly? And what do you like about him? I mean, imagine that's got to play a role in who starts at wide receiver, who you like also.
I would say, I mean, like everybody's going to see on Saturday, his playmaking ability. Of course, everybody talks about his speed, but truly his speed and his consistency. Every single play, whether it's a run play and he has to crack down and block a linebacker or block a safety, or he has to run a post or a go. His effort and his consistency and his work ethic is what jumps off the page and what helped him, climb up that depth chart. And as a quarterback, I just love receivers that are willing to do the nitty gritty and to score deep touchdowns, whether it's a post or a fade or anything. So
With so many new faces and everything, a lot of people probably don't know Jaylen Brown, or a lot of casual Razorback fans probably don't know Rohan Jones or Mike Washington. Think that's going to change these next couple of weeks?
definitely going to change. They're going to be surprised, but I'm not going to be surprised, and we're going to be dancing in the end zone and having a great time. So
Appreciate it, fellas.
John, go ahead.
Cam, I'm an old guy,
Oh my
and
God.
I was not glued to the news, man. So
My
anyway,
bad, Tom. My bad, man.
no, you're good. Hey, you guys got 10 of your 15 takeaways last year in 2 games, Auburn, Mississippi State. How important is it to get more of those this year?
It's very important. It's a high emphasis. We emphasized that on day one of fall camp because I want to say 2, 3 years ago, we led the country in defensive touchdowns. So we want to get back to that mojo. It was kind of a step down last year, but we want to get back to takeaways because we know the takeaways is going to help our offense, and we get the ball to our offense more. They're going to do a whole lot scoring, a whole lot of scoring. So it works as one. So we just want to help out the offense any way we can.
How often does T. Will and Coach Deke talk about that?
We talk about it a lot. We probably have like two turnover circuits, probably like every 2 or 3 practices a week, where we work on getting the ball out, scoop and score, interceptions, just all around, just takeaways in general.
Taylen, you talked about the opposite side of this in Atlanta, about how that was an emphasis for you. How did that look in camp for you?
it looked. I feel like it looked good, but at the same time, it can always get better. And definitely, like Cam said, when the defense, gives us that opportunity, that ball back, we got to make the most of it. And likewise, I got a responsibility. I touch the ball every single play, and I have to make the right play, every single down, every single play. And that's what Coach Petrino holds me to in that standard. And that's what he tells, like, don't shy away from, and got to, always keep that in mind, those situations, and, no down and distance. So that's the thing, I'm, big on this year, learning from last year.
Well, I know the defenders can't hack at the ball while you're running or in the pocket during camp. But what about interceptions? Do you know how many interceptions you might have thrown through the whole camp?
No, I don't, but I would tell you, Coach Petrino is not going to tell you, but he's a mean DN. But we have our Andy periods. He has like this punching stick that he's, trying to punch the ball out. So he's a mean DN. I would say that.
All right. Well, Trey asked you about the new some of the newcomers on offense, but what about just wrinkles, man? Y'all going to have some new stuff you're going to unveil this year on offense?
Nah, I can't say that, man. Just gotta tune in and see, man. Gotta
All
tune.
right. Well, how about this? What do you want to showcase? What do you want to display Saturday? What do you want the fans to see about this offense?
Just all the firepower and all the playmakers that we have. Not just the skill positions, but the O line, the tight ends, the receivers, the running backs. Everybody, and just how much work we put in. And like Coach Pino says, on Saturday it's game time, it's prime time. So just like he says, just letting it fly, and having the mentality to take the ball and score every single time we touch it. So that's a mentality that we have. And like I said, just be more responsible when I have the ball in my hands. So that's it's a lot, but a lot comes with the position.
It's the final season opener for both of you guys. Cam, how hype are you?
Man, I'm hyped, man. It's kind of bittersweet once again because I know my biggest fan won't be there to witness it. But man, it flew by fast, and I'm really excited for it, man. I'm excited for the team. I'm excited for the defense, and I'm also excited to see how we do year 6 under Sam Pittman. Shout out Daniel,
Thanks, guys.
sir.
You fair, go ahead.
Yeah, guys, just wanted to know what have you guys seen from Alabama A&M just on tape, and what's kind of the scouting report on those guys for this weekend?
From a defensive standpoint, they run a lot of stretch, man, a lot of zone. This is their really offensive whole, like offensive coordinator, offensive staff. This is their first year here. They was previously at Miles College, so we've been watching a lot of Miles film, just getting the grasp. But they got some talented players, man. Like we can't underestimate anybody. You know what I'm saying? We treat everybody like if it was, a SEC opponent. They got some guys, and if we come out and do what we're supposed to do, the outcome will be great. But they got a good offense, man.
Like Cam said, they definitely got some good players. A lot of new players, kind of like us. But we've been watching film, and they have a great. They do a lot of line games in the D line. But their defensive scheme is like NFL type scheme. So we definitely have to be prepared for that. And our coaches are doing a great job of getting us ready and always every single day, being the most, like being prepared before each and every practice. So that's why I see with A&M.
Yeah, Cam, you mentioned that there are several players that you guys have kind of pointed out. Who are those players?
I just know, they have a good quarterback. He's kind of built like this guy right here. They have a good quarterback. They have a good running back. Of course, they have a lot of speed. They got some big guys on the offensive line. They really got an offense, man. So we got to come with our A game, no matter who the opponent is. But they have a good offense.
Thanks, guys.
Maggie, go ahead.
Yeah, Taylen, Coach Pittman was saying that Raylan Sharp was working back into the offense late last week from that injury. I mean, how have you seen him kind of rotate back in? And it seemed like he was he has been a favorite target for you.
Yeah, I got to give praise to him. He came in, he got hurt during fall camp, but he wasn't feeling sorry for himself. Once he got healed and back on the field, he has to work towards it. But at the same time, he's looking towards once he gets his opportunity, he's gonna make the most of it. So that's what because a lot of people in that situation will, start feeling bad for themselves, like, woe is me. But, he's taking it in full stride. So I'm excited for, his opportunity and what he, when he gets on the field. So.
And then Cam, for you, obviously some new guys on the line beside you this year. Keyshawn, the latest example. What'd you make of the pass rush from the mock game the other night?
Oh man, we did a good job of getting to the quarterback. We still got some things that we got to work on, just like anybody else. But I feel real confident, in our pass rush, especially going into the first game.
And Taylen, Jalen is one of those new teammates for you. Do you have any memorable moments from either spring, summer, up to now?
That's a good question. I would say one of the first days, I want to say I threw a post to him, and I thought I overthrew him, and I was like walking away like, oh, it's over. And then he ran down and got it. I was like, oh, okay. And just taking mental notes of he's one of the guys that when he sees the ball in the air, he's gonna go get it. He's gonna run under it. So it's kind of hard to overthrow him. So.
Daniel Shee, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Taylen. Every time we talk to Coach Petrino, he talks about your footwork. Just maybe how's that come along this camp, maybe where you were compared to last year?
I'll definitely say I'm a lot better than where I was last year, but still got some ways to go. I feel like um, throwing footwork, film study, I feel like once you're satisfied, you're getting worse. You always got to strive for for perfection, and that's what Coach Petrino is on me about. Even the littlest footwork mishaps. We have gassers after practice, so he's always on us for our footwork.
And then Cam, thanks so much for bringing up my moment again. I guess I'll kind of turn it on you. Just kind of, what's the renewed energy under another year under T. Will, another year under Coach Pittman heading into the first game?
Man, it's been nothing but joy and excitement. You know, Coach T. Will mentioned in the past, and it doesn't just go for defense, but it goes for the whole team. How we got a lot of guys with beards and mustaches. You know, we got a lot of old heads, man. So everyone really bought in, and it all started in the grind of the spring and the grind of the summer. You know, we expect a lot of great things out of each other this year, and a lot of great things as a whole, as a team. But we all know that we got to take it one practice at a time, one game at a time.
Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you,
You can
Dave.
wrap it up here.
Yeah, Taylen, I'm curious. Coach Pittman said that Alabama A&M does a lot of cover zero. Whenever you hear a defense is going to be aggressive like that, just kind of what's going through your head.
Trust my playmakers. Just get the ball to my playmakers and let them do the rest. You know, plain and simple.
Losing Keyshawn to the defensive line, maybe this time last year that would be a lot bigger deal, but it seems like this year it was maybe a little bit better just because of the depth that y'all have on the line. How do you feel about, that collective group that y'all have some bodies even behind? I know there's still some stuff sorting out on the right side, but y'all have bodies still.
It feels it's real comforting. They do a great job. Coach Mateos and all the old staff does a great job getting them boys, prepared every single day. This offense, this playbook asks for them to do a lot. And they honestly do a great job, and whether it's the ones, the twos, the threes. And we have freshmen in the twos and freshmen in threes, but they've picked up the playbook quick. And when I was a freshman, I was like, oh my gosh, so but that group right there, that room right there is I'm definitely having my full trust and full comfort in them.
Last thing I got for you, we talked to you before the season opener last year, and you told us that you already had, the first sequence of plays from Coach Petrino. You already got what y'all are doing first drive right now?
Oh, not yet. Not yet. We still watching film, still going over the game plan, getting the game plan ready for Saturday.
Sweet.
Thanks for that.
Sure.